You guys do not know, Cynric comes from a background that's very unique. Besides the mom is a property consultant, he followed the footstep.
I think initially when you don't have any experience, you feel scared one. Over time, I think once you get the hang of it, it gets better. I would want my owners, my clients, to have a stress-free experience. So
what sets you apart, from the others in this estate that you're able to help your homeowners?
Okay, I think I'm very straightforward.
Okay.
I'm quite honest lah.
Quite.
I feel like sometimes I've talked to like clients that maybe it's an old lady.
Okay.
Then after I done the calculations for them already, then I feel like actually I told the old lady her plan she want to like upgrade to a bigger size like for her family.
Yes.
Like 4-room to EA.
Yes.
But I told her actually don't make sense.
Okay.
Because for her, it's a scenario because she's a PR. So if she sell the HDB, then she buy another HDB again, she has to pay the ABSD for PR.
Yes.
So in a sense, she paid twice. Then actually I done the math already. Like actually I know she really want to make the move, but I told her I compare the size. Actually, you from 4-room to EA, maybe you gain that extra like maybe few hundred square feet space, maybe 200 square feet space only there. But you have to,
a lot more.
Yeah, you have to pay extra. You see, you still pay agent fees, then you buyer stamp duty, ABSD, then moving costs, renovation costs. So actually all this factor in already is maybe, let's say, it was with the renovation, maybe about 100k. Then I told the lady, actually, I know you got the money to do it, but you think about it, this 100k, is it more worth to do something else? Like you can just go for a holiday instead, instead of you get the extra 200 square feet space.
Okay, but wouldn't that let you lose a deal?
Yeah, but for me, it's the client's interest that comes first lah.
Okay.
It's not always about the commercial because, like for me, when I talk to my clients, family planning is also part of the consideration. So for her, she wanted the bigger space for her kids also.
I see.
But her kids already in their 20s, in uni already.
So it just don't make sense to get a bigger place.
Yeah, because I asked her then she say, I asked her that, do you think your kids will be moving out soon? Then she say, Actually, yeah, because they are in their 20s, then the next phase actually is within 10 years, right? They find their partner, is shift out already.
True.
Then you see at that point of time, do you think let's say new house will be too big? Then you want to downgrade again. Then it's like you're just doing the same thing, but then you back to square one. So
you kind of find out the gaps that maybe they never think before.
Yes.
And you share with them the different scenarios.
Yeah.
To help them make a better decision.
Because for me, it's like always when you want to make a decision with regards to property, you should always take it as like your last property already. I think that's a very good mentality to have when you buy or sell a property. Like this is your last move. Like you must take it as if like you already account for the worst case scenario, that kind of thing.
I see.
This is
that's
how
a good way to put it.
Yeah, this is how I would do. Because in the end, worst case scenario, it hits, right? You still have a place to stay. I think that's the most important.
So will your age be a huge concern when you are speaking to any homeowners or clients out there?
I feel like maybe first impression, but after that, I think maybe I talk to them and then they will feel comfortable lah. Generally, you talk to me already, right? Confirm okay already.
Wow.
So this is something I'm very confident
very confident.
in. Yeah.
But I guess it comes with the knowledge, the experience. And age is just a number, ma.
Yeah.
Correct. Cynric, if today, a scenario, you have a property, how will you sell it to reach its maximum potential for your seller?
Okay, so I think in today's day and age, right, you must realize that we are a very like digitalized society.
Okay.
So for my clients, especially on platforms like Property Guru or like 99.co, where you usually see people put their property for sale.
Correct.
Photos are very important.
Yeah.
So I think the first impression, right, is always like the most important one. If you don't do that part well, I think your potential buyers won't have a very good gut feeling.
Okay.
And because right now, I think even my clients, they see the photos, they know which one is like more they want to go on. So from just this sense, right, for me, I will at least have photography done either professionally or must vet through or at least do editing, all this. And the next thing is also virtual tours.
Okay.
It's like the 3D scan of the area. So when people click, right, they can see the
So you can
layout.
actually walk through the entire house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think, like, I feel like now, if you don't have these kind of things, people nowadays, like, they like to do everything behind their computer already.
Yeah, lazy
So,
lah.
no, okay, I wouldn't say lazy. I think it's what the COVID transformed, like, how our business work.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything already can see through online first, then they go down. I think
So it saves time.
Yes, it saves time for both parties. Actually, right, for me, I don't edit that much. So what you see online is already quite close to what you see.
I see.
Ah.
Some of them, they beautify it until it's too much.
Yeah. Then of course, I mean, I think for the photo taking, I would at least help my client to, let's say if their house a lot of furniture or that, declutter.
Okay.
So the photo looks more presentable lah.
Okay.
For us, for me lah, yeah, I will mainly do that one.
And the reason why you want to go through the hassle of, decluttering, moving things around, take the photo, why go through such extreme when you can just sell the property?
Okay, so the objective, right, is really just to get the highest price possible by having as much people come to view the unit. Usually that's how.
So everybody will get excited, like, oh, there's a lot of people want to buy this property as well. And that also helps your seller.
Yes.
So how will you advise when someone is looking to sell their property and upgrade?
I think for first meeting, right, very important is to determine what is my client's long-term plan. Because for me, I feel that if their goal is just to upgrade, let's say from HDB to condo,
Okay.
usually there's a lot of blind spots that they haven't thought about. Like,
What are some of the blind spots usually you face?
okay, so let's say I ask my client, okay, so you sell your HDB, then you want to stay in this condo that maybe it's a condo at Lakeside MRT there. Then one very simple question I'll ask is, how long do you think you will stay there in the condo that you upgrade to?
Okay.
So many of them actually, they never think so far. They just think, oh, I sell my HDB because I cash out some profits, then I just upgrade. Like they never think are you gonna stay there for the next?
What's the next plan?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they just think, oh, just upgrade long.
Okay.
It's really just upgrade. But then, how long will you stay there?
Okay.
I think that's very important to know.
Okay.
If you taking it along this route.
I see.
Yeah. Then, of course, the unit size, all that. Because sometimes they maybe they upgrade. They just get like a 2-bedroom. But I was like, actually, right now it's just the two of you. But what if accidentally you got a third one pop out?
Then maybe plans change.
Then how? Is it gonna be too small? Are you prepared for that extra family member or not?
Okay.
So if they have plans like this, right, and then they might retrace back a bit. Actually, maybe 2-bedroom not enough. You probably need a third one for the kid.
So it's always ideal to kind of have a rough 5 to 10 years.
Yes.
As of course, it can't be 100%.
Yes.
Some ideas towards that.
I think you can never plan your whole life all the way one lah.
Right.
It's just you always know what can possibly come.
Yes.
Then you are properly prepared lor. I think that's the best way I can phrase it.
I think that's a good tip to
Yeah.
everyone, that before we even start thinking about whether we should be upgrading, we should plan first and decide whether this is the most ideal situation. Okay, cool. Thank you. So Cynric, how would you advise when someone is looking to buy a property?
Okay, so I think the very first step for me, because I think I'm a more prudent person, so for me is affordability.
Okay.
Yes, so you might have done your homework online, you have searched what kind of property you can buy, what is the monthly installment based on the current interest rate, all that. But I feel that in the end, you need to have a safety net. I think that's very important.
Okay. So what's a safety net?
Okay, so usually, maybe the government has already done it in a sense. They cap like a certain amount of your income can only be used for the loan, for the housing loan. So for me, I like to go one step further. So it means like maybe your installment is, let's say, $3,000 per month. So I think what a good gauge to have as a safety net is maybe 6 to 12 months. in installments that you have put aside. Be it in your CPF, in your cash savings.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's say $3,000, right? So we'll be looking at maybe $18,000 to $36,000 buffer.
Okay.
Yes, so that is what I call safety net.
That
so
will help so that less stress.
as in not just less stress, but also rainy days. Yeah, because I feel like if you buy a property, you wipe out everything, right? That's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because
But have you seen any families go all the way out for that?
have. This is what I would advise. But if you choose to, I mean, you yourself know your own like risk tolerance. Because some people maybe their job is 铁饭碗, very stable.
Very stable.
Let's say you sign on with the army. You know you can't go anywhere. So maybe for them it's okay to do that. But for me, I would advise this. But whatever you want to do, it still is up to you lah.
Okay, but at least you have advised them.
对
and to be safer on your decision.
Yes.
Of course, ultimately it's still the client's decision on what they want to do lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying is 6 to 12 months.
Around there.
About there.
I think that's a very good buffer lah.
I think that's a good gauge. I think many a times, a lot of us overspend. So with this buffer, it allows us that we still have our roof over our head lah.
I think some of my clients are like return clients.
Okay.
So when I see that, they come back and ask me for what's their next step, I will know that I've done the good first foundation already. Then I would want to continue to serve them. I mean, this one, I feel like it gives me a sense of achievement.
Right, so we have come to the end of the series, and if you like what you are seeing, do subscribe and like the channel, and also comment, right, so that you will have more questions that you want to ask us, and Cynric here will be able to help you to answer every of these comments that you put it out there. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe and like this channel, and I'll see you guys real soon together with the Jurong kid, Cynric Ho.
Yeah.
Alright, take care, bye.